Save your job game coming right up. It's Sunbelt Billy and the Florida Gators, who are now unranked. They dropped right from 13 out, playing in the newly established real Death Valley against the number 3 LSU Tigers at 7:30 p.m. on ABC, where the Tigers are actually favored by 9.5. This is the third time we've talked about it today, but yes, everyone knows the current state of the Florida Gators is abysmal after losing to USF at home. All that talent and nothing to show for it. I clowned Mizzou fans last week for crowning themselves like a playoff contender after beating Central Arkansas like 66-3 or whatever. I probably should have done that to Florida because they were doing the same thing after beating Long Island University 55-0. So again, Mizzou fans, I apologize. LSU, they're still riding high on that big win in week 1 against Clemson. Haven't won a season opener since 2019. They finally get it done. Obviously, they feel good, except they had a tough start against Louisiana Tech, but eventually got it together and ended up winning 23-7. Truly, I think I mentioned it, but a lot of these Power 4 teams struggled against not so great teams last Saturday. This matchup, DJ Lagway versus Garrett Nussmeier. Lagway already has a win against LSU in his career. They won last year in the Swamp, but now they got to travel to the real Death Valley and play against a really good, energized LSU team with a way better defense than they had last year. DJ Lagway, less than par showing against USF, 222 passing yards for 1 touchdown and an interception. Garrett Nussmeier, sort of the same against Louisiana Tech, 237 yards for a touchdown. I told Isaac that they really need to be careful here because this is a save your job game for Billy Napier. This is one where you go on the road, you need a big win after taking a huge L like that. We saw what Alabama did after getting clowned for a week. Florida, they're going to be re-energized. They're feeling extremely disrespected. They know they have a good team, and they're going to want to go to Death Valley and get a win. They're going to want to win this game twice in a row, and they're going to want to do it on the road this time. So Brian Kelly's going to need to have his guys ready to play this week. He's got to have them understand that Florida wants revenge, that they want to bounce back on a huge win on the road, and they're going to have to be ready for that. Be ready for the moment.
And since Isaac couldn't be here to talk about this game, here's a video he sent making his official pick.
What's up, guys? It's Isaac Williams here with TBD, CFB, and it's a couple things I wanted to add about the LSU-Florida game this week. I am currently recording from the beautiful state of Hawaii, so aloha and mahalo for listening. But we're really excited. LSU, it's a big game. The Florida game is always huge. We are 7-3 against Florida in the past 10 years, 4-1 in the past 5. 5 years ago, of course, being the Marco Wilson shoe incident where we had a massive field goal in the fog at the Swamp by Cade York to win the game by a field goal in 2020, during COVID. That was a crazy season. So we're really excited about this game. Last season we're coming off a bad taste in Gainesville where we lost 27-16. And even though we had more time of possession, more first downs, and more yards than Florida, we could not get it done. And so hopefully that doesn't translate to this season. Florida's coming off a really, really tough loss against USF at home. A huge upset, a lot of uncertainty in Gainesville. This one's in Baton Rouge on Saturday night. I've got the Tigers. I think it'll be a good one. And go Tigers. Thanks so much, guys.
Yep. Saw that coming. LSU picked by the LSU fan. Anyway, Joey, who do you have in this matchup?
I mean, this one's pretty tough. I definitely agree that Florida's going into this game with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. From the sounds of it, the players really like Napier, but it's really tough because LSU's defense looked really good against Clemson. Granted, Clemson's offense looks not so great right now, but also their offense kind of looked a little meh, both against Clemson and Louisiana Tech. But I still got to go with LSU just with the atmosphere. I think they have the atmosphere on their side. I think that it could be an offensive shootout or however long DJ Lagway can last.
Man, I think this is tough. When you have a save your job game, your back is against the wall, you have to win this game. This is a big one that they need. Their schedule does not get any easier. This is one of the toughest road games they play all season. We've seen Brian Kelly not have his team ready before in the past. They were ready in week 1 against Clemson. They look good. Look good defensively. Offensively, subpar. But they still got Garrett Nussmeier. And I think, to me, this one's going to come down to who do you trust more? Do you trust Garrett Nussmeier more, or do you trust DJ Lagway more? Give me Florida. Give me Florida to win this game. I think that they're going to be re-energized. They're going to bounce back. They're going to catch LSU off guard. It's going to be close, like by a field goal. But I think that Florida is going to go on the road and get this win. I don't know. It's a gut pick. Just give me something. And maybe I don't trust DJ Lagway more than Garrett Nussmeier. but I know that that game was rough for them against South Florida. I know they're going to want to bounce back, and it would not surprise me if they turned around right quick and came out here and got a win against LSU.